everybody. Three cheers for Queens Gurkha Signals.
Sean, you're not getting up on the chair.
Good morning, everyone. It's a wonderful morning, and I'm pleased to be able to invite you to witness with me a wonderful occasion as the Queens Gurkha Guard perform before us just as well before we present them with the warrant for freedom of entry to the borough. It's a wonderful morning, and I hope you will enjoy being here. Thank you very much for coming. I now ask you and about the Chief Executive to read first the permission that allows us to grant this freedom.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We, the Mayor and Councillors of Nuneaton and Bedworth Borough Council, have approved the following resolution by a unanimous vote at full council. That this council does grant and bestow the freedom of entry to the Queens Gurkha Signals for their outstanding service to Queen and country, and being mindful of their glorious and honourable task, and in recognition of the many men from within the borough of Nuneaton and Bedworth who have served and still serve with honour and courage within the regiment, and to grant the regiment the right to march through the streets of the borough with colours flying and drums beating, and to have the grant of arms of the borough on their uniforms and equipment.
Lord Lieutenant, Colonel 1, High Sheriff, Colonel Hayes, Major Gurung, serving officers and troops of the Queens Gurkha Signals, honored guests, retired officers and troops of the Queens Gurkha Signals, leader of the council, chief executive, councillors, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure I welcome you here today on this historic occasion. The granting of freedom of entry is an honor that the council only bestows on royal occasions. It is the highest award the council can give. Since 1907, 103 years ago, when Nuneaton became a borough council with the right to grant freedom of the borough, freedom of entry, and to create freemen of the borough, only 3 freedom of entry have been granted. The first was to the Junior Leaders Regiment in 1972, the second to the 30th Signal Regiment in 2002, and 2 weeks ago, the council bestowed the freedom upon the County Regiment, the Royal Fresh Regiment of Fusiliers. Today we are gathered to bestow this honor upon the Queens Gurkha Signals, and a more worthy regiment would be hard to find. From the plains, hills, and mountains of Nepal, young men apply each year to join the Gurkha Brigades and regiments. The selection process is hard and unyielding. Only a few complete the selection course. Those that make the grade join a regiment whose service, loyalty, and dedication to this country is legendary. The Gurkhas have been part of the British forces for over 200 years. They have served in areas of conflict all over the world, often in peacekeeping roles where their compassion and determination to get the job done has become as famous as their renowned fighting skills. This borough has also had the benefit of retired Gurkha soldiers and their families settling here, and there is now a thriving Gurkha community which, along with our many other communities, all go to make this borough the wonderful, diverse, and fascinating borough that it has become. To our community, representatives with us today, I bid a special welcome. I must also formally welcome our guests from a twin town of Rouen, Madame the Mayor Laura Derouche, Madame Baibud, and Madame Michelle Mercier, on their first visit to non-internet venues. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queens Gurkha Signals contribution to this country, and indeed to this borough, make the regiment a most worthy recipient of the award, and therefore, it is with great honor and pleasure that I, on behalf of the councillors and citizens of the borough, do hereby grant and bestow the freedom of entry to the Queens Gurkha Signals.